Hey guys, beautiful sunny day today. Hope you guys are doing good where you are at. We have been talking a lot about pigs because the pigs have been keeping us busy. Here is Ryder and Smitten thinking they need to eat, but they're going to take a break. Today we are going to go over the breeds of chickens that we have on the farm. We will show you some pigs as well, so stay tuned, but we're going to start out talking with chickens. All right, guys, these are our oldest hens on the farm. They are just 1.5 years though, so they've got a couple good months of laying left in them. They've actually started up again. We've made some videos kind of teasing the lack of eggs we're getting. We've got 9 eggs today. We've only got 16 of these left. They are brown sex links, and they lay a bunch of eggs, over 300 a year. Just a good chicken if you're wanting a bunch of eggs. So if that is the case, you probably want to look for a sex link chicken. If you're strictly going for eggs. So if you guys remember last year, we were doing a lot of markets. We had about 150 layers, mostly sex links chickens. We had black sex link, brown sex link, amber links. But this year we kind of went away from that. Although Jamie and I have been talking about markets again, since it's getting close to market season. We start up the first week of May for our markets. Got a bunch of people asking for eggs. And we thought about getting some more, but we did go away from the sex links. We've got these 16 left, and we've got 2 other breeds. We kind of went more towards the dual purpose breed this year. If you've been following along, you know what those are. We're going to go up and check those out in just a minute, but we wanted to start with our oldest hens here. And by oldest, I mean 1.5 years is not that old. So they have been doing well. And it's always exciting when they start laying again. We weren't getting any eggs for a little bit, and now they've started up again. And it doesn't matter how long you've had chickens, once you start getting eggs, that's one of our favorite parts of the farm, is collecting the eggs. So like I said, we already grabbed 9. That's probably all we're gonna have for today. We do have the Hen Gear rollaway nest boxes, which are awesome. We've got a link down in the description. If you're looking for a good nest box, check out the Hen Gear. They do roll away, although our coop is slanting down right now. Let's see if anybody blessed us with another egg. They are all out, but we enjoy them just because they're not the cheapest things, but they last forever. And we don't have to add any pine shavings or bedding or anything for them to lay in there. We can spray out that pad and we have a clean spot for the chickens. So if that's something you're looking for, check out that link, KC15, down in the description there. You can get some money off your Hen Gear nest box. I know spring is just around the corner, and if you're looking for easy, clean eggs, chickens can't get in there and peck at them, check out Hen Gear down there. So those are the commercial browns. Last 16 of those left. Let's go up and check out our other 2 breeds that we have on the farm. All right, up here with the other 2 breeds, like I said, if you followed us along, you probably know what they are. Let's start with one of my personal favorites, and we've had them on the farm. We've made a bunch of videos. They're hanging out under and in the coop today, but these are the Bielefelders. Pretty good sized dual purpose chicken. Lay a decent amount of eggs. We did a bunch of videos on these, why we thought they were the best dual purpose chicken, and then we got rid of them. But we like them enough that we've added them again to our farm. They are not like the sex link chickens that lay a bunch of eggs, but they do lay a decent amount. I think they say around 250, which is ample for what we want. We kind of are taking this year off, I guess you could say that. It's not going to focus so much on selling eggs, making sure we have enough for our family, and then a few customers that come out and are able to get eggs. So that's kind of the route. They are a little skittish still. We'll check them out inside here. But just a beautiful chicken. We do not eat too many of these egg layers just because we do so many Cornish cross. The carcasses on these just aren't that big, and after you've raised a meat chicken, to me it's just really not worth the work of processing it for the meat that you get off the carcass. So, but beautiful chickens, love the coloring, the patterns on them. We'll get them out here in the sun a little bit. We do have 5 roosters. We're going to be narrowing that down. We'll probably keep 2 roosters in here. We got about 20 hens. So we'll keep our 2 best roosters, and we'll get rid of the other ones. So anyway, we wanted to get some just to make sure. Sometimes you ship through the mail, you may lose one. We didn't want to lose a rooster. So Bielefelders, pretty decent layer for a dual purpose chicken. And like I said, we did get rid of them, but we like them enough that we added them back to the farm. So that is the first breed that we have. And right across here, also under the coops, we are working our way. We're gonna head up the farm and get close to the trees where they have some shade. It has been cold, so they've enjoyed the sun, but on these hot days, they like to be under there. We're gonna be down in the 40s here soon. Good thing I remembered, turn off the charge. We do have a charge on this one. The chickens were laying up on the fence, and I wanted them to get used to staying in the fence. So this is the first time I've owned this breed of chicken. It's probably not unfamiliar to a lot of you. This is a popular breed. It is the black Australorp. Now they've got all sorts of Australorps, blue Australorps, splash Australorp. We've got the black, and if I'm not mistaken, the black Australorp holds the record for eggs laid in a year. A lot of people do not like hatchery chickens, but we've never had a problem with hatchery chickens. We're not showing them as show birds. We're just using them for their eggs. You can see, I think you can see in that sun, that pretty green hue that they have off them when they get the sun. These ones are a little more skittish than the Bielefelders. They were in the, let's check them out. You see that green on that one. So they're just hanging out in here. We have not opened the nest boxes yet. We've got the Hen Gear nest boxes in all of our coops. And so we have not put that bar down yet. They will learn to go up in there once they start laying. These guys are 21 and 22 weeks old, respectively. And so we're waiting about 2 to 3 weeks, and we should start seeing some eggs from these 2 flocks. Same thing, I've got a couple roosters. I think about 5. I think I did the same in both. I'm not sure why I got 5, but that's what we did. So, oh, they are pretty. I hope you guys can see that when that sun hits that black feathering. You can see the green shine off of them. But like I said, first time we've had them, Australorps. We're expecting good eggs, good amount of eggs, and so far so good. Like I said, they are a little skittish. They were in the brooders a lot, and we got them in the fall, so we'd have eggs in the spring, and they've been in the coops during the winter, and obviously we don't come out here and hang out in the snow too much because they don't even like to be outside. So anyway, we do have one thing to do before we are done with chickens. I've just been feeding them in the pans. We do have the automatic feeders. We are supposed to be getting some rain here tomorrow, so I want to get the automatic feeders in here, if for nothing else, just to keep their feed dry. So I've got a bunch of those cleaned out. I've got 2, so 1 for each pen. We do have more once they're dry. I've cleaned them out from our last batch of chickens, and we're gonna get those feeders in here so their feed stays dry. Okay, these are our feeders for the chickens. We did a video on that. I'll post that right here, but they work pretty simple. We've got a link down below to where we got these automatic feeders. You just need the 5-gallon bucket. Drill it in there. Feed goes in and automatically gravity fed. That way you don't have to bring out feed every day to your birds. The lip keeps the rain out of there, and they work pretty well. Yes, feed does fall out and get onto the ground, but they're chickens. They eat off the ground, so normally the chickens clean it all up. So I'm gonna leave the feed in the pans. We're not supposed to get rain until tomorrow evening, so I'll leave it in the pans, and then I'll just put this beside it so they get used to it. So let's get these in and get them set up. Okay, we've got the feeders topped off. In case you're wondering, 150-pound bag filled up both of the feeders to the top. So that should last us a couple days in each. I've got extra feeders if we need to put them in. The best thing about the chickens, they are very inquisitive. You don't need to show them how to do it. They will figure it out. I should stay away from the Bielefelders. They were coming out and exploring it themselves, so I'm gonna get out of here. But anyway, those are the two breeds that we have. I'm excited to go back to them. Will I ever get sex-linked chickens again? Yes, I'm sure we will. We've enjoyed having a bunch of eggs, and people count on us for eggs, and we haven't been able to get those. But those are the two breeds. I also would like to, I've thought about adding more. We're thinking about maybe blue lace red Wyandottes, Orpingtons. I had Orpingtons when I was little. What are some of your favorite breeds? So put that down in the comments. That's it for the chickens. Let's go check out some pigs. All right, in here with the piglets. We're almost teenagers. They have been doing good. We moved them down to this end area here, and we are getting close. Hey y'all. We are getting close to getting them all out of here. We need to get these pens cleaned up, disinfected, and ready for spring litters. We're hoping to have 8 spring litters. We've talked about those coming up if all of those pigs have taken. So these guys are on their last couple days in this area, and then we'll let this rest. We'll get all the barn stalls cleaned out and be ready for some spring litters, which is always a exciting time. So these guys are kind of lazy in the sun. They enjoy just laying down, basking in the sun. They get a little too hot, they go inside the barn there. But these are about all, I guess these really aren't even piglets. They've been enjoying this grass. There's not a whole lot, but they found what they wanted and liked, and they've been eating it. So they've enjoyed this new area, but soon it's to a new spot. And most of these, I think we've got one male, this black and ginger one left, and the rest will go into the female pen, and we'll want to do that on a night when it's not too cold, just in case they end up getting kicked out. We don't want them to be out in the cold. So anyway, that's it for piglets / teenagers. Let's go check what we've been doing over in the woods. All right, so the big project we've kind of talked about, which is going to take multiple seasons. Multiple seasons, but Isaiah and I were out here lumberjacking, and we are taking out a lot of this brush and little saplings that are in the way. I need to get the bush hog set up, and we're going to run it through, but we're clearing area. You can see what we've got taken out so far. We're clearing area so we have more access and usable land to move pigs around, whether it be in the summer or during the winter, either way. So that's what our projects are going to be for the rest of the day. I'm going to try to get this pile lighted up, and that way we can just keep adding to it. But you can see throughout here, this isn't that bad, but there is just saplings everywhere. So we've been working on clearing that. That way we can actually use this land. The pigs help clear it, but obviously they're not taking any of this brush down. So some goats would probably be good, but we do not want to add goats. Hey, Jose, how you doing? But you can see we cleared out all of this in here. This was just a mass of garbage, thorns, all sorts of junk around here. So that has been kind of what we've been working on, but it's the best time of year to do it now before these leaves come in, because you can kind of see where you're wanting to go and where you're wanting to clean out. But that's what we've been working on. And I know the pigs enjoy the shade in the summertime. They also enjoy, we talked about moving them in here and not being all muddy. They enjoy that in the winter time, and that also saves on our pasture. So our goal is to keep this, opening this up and getting more usable. I'm gonna try and get away from these guys. More usable ground, not just for us and saving our pastures, but for these pigs. This is really good in the winter time. So they have dry stuff and they're not in that mud all the time. We talked about that a couple videos ago. So it's kind of a never-ending project, but it's one that I actually enjoy to do. And just, you get your work and you see what you've done, and now you've got more space for these animals. So, hey Betty, how are you doing? Oh yeah, enjoying that sun. You can see we've got some nail trimming to do. That'll be another project. It's always a project. Hey there Willow. You've been awfully needy the last couple times I've been in here. So there's Willow's daughter right here, Willow Bean. And of course, Miss Molly, hanging that tongue out. So anyway, guys, had to show you some pigs, had to show you what's been going on the last couple days. We've had beautiful weather. Next week, we're kind of down in the 40s again, which that isn't too bad, but we're getting some more rain. So what chickens are you guys adding this year? That's how it all starts, with chickens. So it's the easiest route to go, and a couple weeks, I should say 6 months, you've got some eggs. So what are you guys adding to your farm? As far as chickens, those are the breeds that we added. We're excited about them. We're just about in time for eggs this spring. That's why we started late fall last year, so we could reap the eggs this spring, early spring. So anyway, looks like everyone's laying down, getting ready to take a nap. I'm gonna get to work clearing out some more of this wood so we can use it. And if you guys are interested, I know we talked about chickens, check out this video right here about chicken math and how quickly it adds up. Appreciate you guys following along. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to make the change.